Hi, my name is Barbara Hawkins Dixon,
And I'm Darlene Mayman.
and we are the authors of Substance of Building a Healthy Relationship. The topic today is Don't Hate, Congratulate. Darlene.
Good morning, everyone. First, we want to start off by saying Happy Easter to everyone. Hope everyone is having a great day. As Barbara said, our topic is on don't hate, but congratulate. And so we wanted to get on this topic because we find that so many people are real negative when it comes to supporting other people. And we wanted to talk about that today because especially within our culture, I noticed that within our culture we are so bad with um, supporting one another because we so envy or hateful because you see someone progressing and instead of supporting them you got something negative to say. And so that's why we on this topic today, because it's sad to see that people can support each other, but you'll go to the next person or the next culture and you'll support them, but you won't even support your own. Barbara.
Yeah, so very true. And a lot of times, people's have their own reasons, for hating. Some just don't want to see you progress. Some want you to stay in a still position. Some think that by you improving yourself, some kind of way it's affecting them. And when people see you trying to do better, they start disliking you for no reason at all because they think you uh feel like you thinking you are better than them.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't understand that. And that's why other races succeed because they stick together more, they support each other more, and they congratulate each other.
Mm-hmm.
When it's bad to say. That's why we not owning gas stations and a lot of these other big retailers because of the fact that we're not getting support from each other. If we came together like other races and support each other, then we all could win together.
Yeah, that
And
is
the
true.
yes, and so and a lot of times it's the peoples that uh you expect to support you, they won't. Those the ones that don't. You get more support from peoples
But
that you
on the
don't know.
outside, yes.
Yes, they support you much quicker, than the peoples that you thought would. And everybody, it's like everybody have different dreams that they want to fulfill. There's nothing wrong with that. We are all different human beings. So your goal could be different than mine, or our goals could be the same. Why not uh, bind together and support each other so that we all could win? It don't have to be a hate situation. Just like in our background, she's holding her ears because and the peoples are pointing at her because they coming with a with negative vibes.
Mm-hmm.
She's not trying to let that get into her spirit with the negative vibes. People's gonna criticize. Everybody is not gonna like or enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
That's okay. And they're gonna give their opinions. But a lot of times it's a correct way to give your opinion and it's an incorrect way. I mean, if you have an opinion and you express your opinion, but then you express it, you start off with something positive. That's when someone is in your corner. They're going to
Yes.
start off positive and say, but by the way, I think improvement can come with this, or improvement can come with that if you do that different. But when someone have nothing but negativity to say about it, that's a hater.
Mm-hmm. That
Darling.
is, yes, and I agree with you. That's what you call a hater, because that's why it's so important that you can have everybody in your circle, and that's why it's so important that you can't some goals and dreams that you have or things that you are trying to accomplish. You can't share it with everybody. Sometimes you have to just move in silence, because you can have people around you that pretend that they, happy for you, or they pretending that they, they encouraging you or congratulating you, but they don't be honest with themselves. They just want to hang around. They only around just to see, what you're doing. And them kind of people you gotta watch, because them the ones that take what you trying to succeed in or bring a downfall for you. That's why you can't have everybody knowing what you're doing, because everybody's not really in your corner. They'll smile in your face and say, "Oh, I'm happy for you," or "Yeah, this and yeah, that," but they're not at all. In their minds, they thinking, trying to plot something or get something against you. Well, what you're trying to do won't be accomplished. And the bad thing about it, like you said, is that it be the people that's really close to you. You get more support from people that's outside of your circle than that's within your circle. And that's bad too. And that can be with family too, because family members can be like that too. You can accomplish something, and instead of them supporting you, they got something negative to say about it, or they don't support anything that you do, or show no kind of moist, to anything that you're doing. Like, you can share something with them and it'd be like, whatever, or yeah, I did that too, or something like that, instead of saying, oh, well, that's good, or I'm, supporting you, I'm so proud of you, or something like that. But everybody doesn't do that, and that's sad when it's those that's close to you that act like that. And that's when, even with that, if you in a relationship like that and you got somebody that's like that, that ain't nobody you need to be with, because if y'all ain't on the same term or anything, that's not going to work, because you going one way and they're going another way, and you don't want nobody who you close with to not support anything that you're doing. Barbara.
Some criticisms is good. It's okay for criticisms, because everybody don't like the same thing. But like I said, you could tell when the criticism, they giving you that so that you could help improve yourself, improve your skills, to help build you up. But some people say it just to try to stop you
Yeah.
from, doing what you are doing, because they don't approve of what you are doing. And so and that's why, that's very important. Like I say with this picture, sometimes you have to just, you know, act like
Sound
you don't
people
hear
out.
people, sound people out, because when you trying to do something and only thing they could say is something negative but nothing positive, you have to block them out. Say, okay, hater, stay over there. I don't even need your advice. I didn't ask you your opinion. I'm doing it the way I want to do it. And I'm not doing this for your approval. You don't like it, oh well. Everybody don't have good taste. So, you know, you just can't let that get in your spirit, because a lot of times that can happen. We know that can happen. Someone only has something negative to say all the time. If
Right.
you allowed, it would get in your spirit and it would disrupt what you are trying to do. And you start doubting yourself. Well, maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should stop. But that's just what the enemy wants. Use that criticism for food. Let it make you get even more hungrier for what you want to do and what you need to do. Don't let anyone else take you from off of your square, from reaching your goals, because they're not liking it.
Right.
That's your goal. That's your life. You trying to make a difference in your life. You're not trying to make a difference in no one else's life.
Mhm.
And so you're going to either support me or you're not going to support me.
Right.
But there's no love lost. But keep all the negativity to yourself if you have nothing positive to say about it. Darlene.
That is true. I can tell you from experience. I remember a person told me that when I was younger that I wouldn't accomplish anything, or what you're doing is stupid, or you should have been did that long time ago. Why you wait to the age you are and you doing what you doing, or you too old for that and you're not going to accomplish anything because you should have did all that. You should have thought about all that when you was younger. And you know what? And that inspired me because guess what? I took those words and I ran with it. Because like you said, you can't let people put those kind of spirits, those kind of negativity words at you and telling you what you can and cannot do. I have experienced that a lot through my life. And it does something to you because then you start questioning yourself like, can I do this or am I able to do this? And then I had to tell myself, yeah, you can. And everything that they said that I couldn't do, I've done it and more. So,
See
right, I did it and exceeded and doing more than what I expected that I was going to do. And so now, you think about that because I always tell my kids, don't let nobody, when they was in school, stop letting people talk negative to you, or when you trying to do something, they tell you that you can't do that, or do it this way, or do it that way. You decide what you want to do, and that's what you go with. Don't let nobody put negative stuff on you. Because people do that, and especially if they see that you progressing or you achieving things, they smiling all in your face, but then they hating like it ain't nothing, and saying negative things against you. And then they'll have other people coming against you or looking at you in a negative way too, because they mad and they try to get other people to be mad at you or not like you and things like that. So I agree with you on that.
And like we said in a different topic, when people's hate on you, they try to convince other peoples to do the same thing.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, the peoples that fall for that, what are they? They followers because they have no reason to dislike
And
you
they don't even
or
know you.
dislike, don't even know you, or
Right.
dislike what you are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And so, with that being said, I have to say, me myself,
Mm-hmm.
I've never been a hater.
Me
I
either.
don't care what nobody else have
Mm-hmm.
or what anyone go out there to get.
Mm-hmm.
That's good for you. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Whether I deal with you on a personal level or I see you from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody that you uh, could be happy for don't have to be someone that's in your circle.
Mm-hmm.
You could congratulate them from a distance or feel happy for them from a distance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I always been one not impressed. You know, I'm not easily impressed. I'm not impressed by things other people's have that I feel
Yeah.
I don't have.
Right.
Because all the time I know if I put my mind into it
Mm-hmm.
and do the work behind it, I could have and achieve the same thing that you have. It
Yeah.
all starts with your mindset.
Yes.
Whereas you at one point your mind wasn't in the correct place because you got so much life comes at you and you have so much going on and you self-doubt your own self-worth. But
Mm-hmm.
once you get out of that zone and realize, hey, I have the ability to do anything I want to do, to be anything I want to be, if you put the work in, regardless
Yes.
of
Or
age
what people say. That is
or
true.
what people say, you could do it. So what if you started in your 60s or your 50s
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever? The point is, this is something that you want to do for yourself. And so when saying yourself, that's when you have to throw other people's negative opinions away. And you keep walking the line you walk because you know what you want for you. Arlene.
True, and you got to be just like that young lady on this picture, how she's sounding people out. Sometimes that's what you have to do. When people constantly, you're around someone that's never saying anything positive, or they always got something negative to say, them the kind of people you don't want to be around. I know I don't want, if I'm working on something or I have a positive mindset, and I can't be around nobody who's every time you see them or you talk to him, it's something negative going on. I don't even like that vibe. I don't even like that to be around that kind of vibe, because then that spirit rubs all on you. If I'm around you all the time and all I hear
Yes.
you saying negative this, negative that, nothing positive to say, I gotta go. I just
Yes.
can't. I mean, we all have our issues. Everybody go through something, but a lot of times people don't understand when you speak that negativity into your life. That's what it's gonna be. You have to
Yes.
speak positive things in your life. I don't care what you're going through. You have to speak positive towards yourself. If you walk around complaining and talking negative all the time, then that's what you're bringing into your life. You got to think positive. And, but it's just some people just like that. You can encourage them and you can, try to let them hear the good things that can happen for them. But some people just don't want to hear that. So them the kind of people I just have to put out the way. You coming to me negative all the time, you can't be in my circle, because I can't have it, because I know it's too much things I'm trying to do and accomplish, and I can't have people around me all the time that's negative. This, because now you putting them vibes on me, and I can't have it. So I
Yes.
space myself away from you in a nice way, but I tell myself, okay, I can't listen to her, or I can't listen to her. I can't be around her. I continue to speak and whatever, but talking about conversations and anything, and I know any conversation we're gonna talk about is gonna be an issue, then I just stay out of your way. Bob.
Yes, because that is so true. You could be having a good
A
day.
good
You could
day.
wake up in good spirit, your mindset correct. You looking forward to the day. And then the next thing you hear is, something negative.
Yeah.
Negative. That's the least
Mhm.
thing you
That's
want
why I
to
be
hear.
saying sometimes, I rebuke you, devil, and I
Yes.
rebuke you, demon. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. Sometimes you have to do that. You do,
Yes.
and walk away, because people something else. I mean, I deal with that every day, every day. And I don't like that, because I try to be a positive person. I try to have a good spirit, and I want to keep that spirit. I don't want to be, feeling bad or feeling negative about everything, because I'm listening to all your complaints now. I'm miserable. Like, get on now, get on with that.
Yes. Then
Get on
you
that.
find yourself
I'm
like,
gonna give you a sample too. I have a a person who I work with, right? And every day, every day, every day, every day. How's your day? How you doing? Do you ever smile? I said, you know what? Okay, you just have a good day. I just can't be bothered. And it's sad to see people like that, because you try to lift them up, right? And
right.
they still grumpy and grouchy. And I'd be like, okay, you know what? Let me just go on and leave you alone today, Like,
Right.
yeah.
I'm a smile when I'm having a good day.
I'm a
I'm a
smile when I'm
smile when I'm
having a bad
having a
day.
bad day.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
for one, I know that even though I'm having a bad day, I know that that's gonna pass by. That's gonna pass over.
Right.
And
I
we gonna
always say
all
this
have
too shall
good and
pass.
bad
Yeah,
days. Yeah, we're
yeah,
gonna always have it. That's
yeah.
life. But I'm not going to pour all of this negativity on you. Okay, if you positive, you feeling good about yourself, your achievements and all of that, and
Mhm,
then only thing I have to say is something negative. Come
mhm.
on, you don't need to hear that. You
Right.
need to be on a positive note. You
Right.
know, you looking for more reasons, motivation. You woke up ready to conquer the world. You could achieve more in a positive mindset than a negative mindset. A negative mindset just gonna keep you where you at
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have hope and uh and the will to make things better. You got
Right.
to
Mm-hmm.
push yourself to a better point. It ain't gonna just happen if you don't put work in to make it happen.
Right. Right. And then it take you back to I remember when my mom used to say, if you ain't got nothing good to say, then don't say nothing at all. You remember
Yes,
that?
that is. Oh yes,
Yeah,
how can
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember
Don't
that?
say if you ain't got nothing positive to say, then don't say anything at all. Just don't say nothing.
Right,
If
and
you know
that's
it's
what.
gonna bring a problem, because you saying the wrong things, then don't say nothing. Because you know how it's gonna affect that other person. So why even do that? Just be quiet. Don't
Because
even say
those
anything.
those be the hater that be doing that purposely. To
Hmm.
that's they way of trying to get in your spirit to make you
Yeah.
feel like you're not good enough or to accomplish this or
Right.
you know that's why I say it's negative criticism and it's positive criticism.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you could tell the negative from the positive
Yeah.
because you're going to say a positive criticism is like, this is really nice, this is really beautiful, I'm so happy for you, uh you
Hmm.
know, but I do see one little thing that
And
might
that's okay.
be improved,
Yeah.
that need to
Yeah.
be improved.
Hmm.
That's okay. You
Right.
could take that. But when somebody coming in full blown, all this, all that, all this, all this, that's my project. It's not
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I'm doing
Hmm.
it my way.
Right.
You do
Yeah.
your project your way.
Right.
And so, yeah, so I mean, it's just peoples are gonna be peoples, and no matter what you're in, is going to be haters.
Yeah, yeah, and that's funny. And since we're gonna laugh about it, just like we're gonna give an example. I put the picture up, right? I put
Right,
the picture up. I put the picture up, right? And everybody's over there, and it was all good comments and everything, right? And then I stroll down, and then somebody say, right, and then it's the way you respond back to it, right? Because
right.
you're gonna get positive, you're gonna get people say negative. So I scroll on down and I scroll on down, and you seen it, and the lady say, "What? Who puts that stuff up there? Look like a trash or metal or something,
Yeah,
right?
like she
Right?" And
meant.
then I laugh, right? And I laugh and I repeat it back. I say, "Well, thank you for your comment, my sister. You have a blessed day," right? And then another person came behind me and said, "You handled that good." Because I would have went on there and did Harriet Tubman on her.
Yeah, but
And I
that's
had
right.
to laugh. And I was like, no, because I know you're going to expect that. Everybody's not going to like what you do. Everybody's not going to,
Everybody is not.
some people, right. And it's okay, but it's how you handle it. Now, I could have got mad and I could have run off on there like, da, 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 da.
But
But I
what
say,
good would
no,
that have done?
right,
What
right, right. What good would
you
that have done?
showed her that her comment
Right. Her
did,
comment, because that
did
comment didn't
not
matter.
bother you. It
Right,
didn't matter. That's her
right.
opinion.
Didn't
Everybody
matter.
is entitled to their opinion.
Yes.
That's your opinion. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
That's why
So
I said thank you for the comment.
yes, and you handled that correctly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And smiled at it.
Yeah.
Like, honey, please, you didn't
Yeah.
even
But it
touch
was
my
it, it
spirit
was funny
with
because
that
the lady,
negative
right,
action.
because the lady under me, she sent me a heart and some flowers, and she said, "You handled that well, because that was me. I did Harriet Tubman." Right? And I thought it was so funny. But I'm just saying, what we're saying is that you're gonna have people that don't like what you do. You're gonna have people that don't like what you do. People gonna say positive things, people gonna say negative things, and it's okay. Because this the world we live in today. Everybody's not gonna agree with everything that you say or do. It just how but you gotta know how to accept it without getting upset about it. You can say what you want because I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna
Right.
do it my way. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's
Yes.
okay. That's your
And
opinion.
that's right. And you
Right. But it
entitled
ain't gonna
to your
stop me
opinion.
from doing what I'm doing.
And it's the same thing. I have had negative feedback,
Yeah.
and it's not a positive, it's not the positive behind it because they start off with negativity. So I
Right.
said, I
Right.
see where it's going. You all
You
you have
came in with the
to
negative.
observe
Yeah.
is observe. When you
Mm-hmm.
started off with something negative,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so you ain't mean no good in the first place.
Right. Right.
Uh-huh. Instead of, like I said, you start off with positive when someone really trying to back you or trying to support you or help
Mm-hmm.
you correct something they might see wrong. And
Right.
they not telling you what to do, but just giving a suggestion,
And
or
that's okay.
maybe it could be a little a
Right.
better, that's
Mm-hmm.
fine. But
Yeah.
when you come in, rise this, and this and the, you know, there's nothing but negativity.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
I'm like, go on with that somewhere.
I know. I know.
Move around.
Uh-huh. And I think it's too, Bob, because after you get when we was younger and everything, we dealt with all that and we probably didn't handle it the way we should handle it. They snap, we snap, they say something bad, we say something bad. But you learn as you age, right? And I think now we at the age where we don't even really be caring about, how people be feeling about what you doing or what you trying to do or the negative stuff that they say. Because you can say whatever. Like I said, it don't even phrase me no more because I'm gonna do me and I'm gonna do what I want to do, whether you like it or not. Now I don't have you coming to me with criticism. No, I can take that because sometimes criticism is good and you accept it because people might
Right.
want to tell you do it this way or do that. And I hear it and I listen and it's positive and if I know it's something that would help me and what I'm trying to do, I would thank them for giving me that, But when you coming to me all, you shouldn't have did it that way, or do this or do that, and everything is always negative. No,
Right.
that's not how you supposed to. You don't supposed to do it that way.
Yeah.
Right.
And we agreed upon that, but that's not gonna stop it from happening because
Right.
haters
Right.
gonna always be haters.
Right.
If
Right.
they not doing anything to a certain standard, well, a lot of times they could be,
Mm-hmm.
but they still hate on you because people like to feel superior over other people.
Mm-hmm.
You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
I
saying?
think you
They,
need them for their
I
clout, and
think
you
they,
don't.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
You don't.
exactly right.
Yeah.
They think that they is superior over you, so they want to keep you beneath them. They
Mm-hmm.
don't want you to achieve and come up to their level where they think is their level or rise above it.
Right.
As long as you beneath them, everything is cool. But
Mm-hmm.
when you start progressing and trying
Mm-hmm.
to make your way up,
Mm-hmm.
wait a minute now, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You stay down there. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Or
So
they think that you can't move without them, and then when they see that you're doing it, then that's when all of everything they start turning against you and things like that because they see you progressing without their help. You don't need their help because, like you said, if once you set your mindset, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. You don't let nobody judge and tell you how you're supposed to do things. You have to do that for yourself. Because at
absolutely.
the end, that's what you're trying to do, and you progress by doing it your way instead of trying to do it the way somebody else tell you to do it.
Yeah, the only difference of doing it when you younger and when you older. When you was younger, if you had a did it, you would have had more
Yeah, yeah,
strength and more,
yeah, yeah.
and
You look
better
back at all
health
that and
and
like,
all
if
of
I
that
only,
to have
yes,
done.
yes,
But when you do it when you get older, now you are having all kind of aches and pains,
yeah,
and but you still like I'm like a lot of times I legs be hurting or
right,
whatever. And I'm
Yeah.
like, Lord, I want to
But
do
you
this.
keep moving.
Just give me the strength. I
Yeah.
got to keep moving.
Yeah.
I'm not
Because that's
gonna let this stop me.
yeah, because that's where I'm going back again when we said um you can't just let things when you speak that negative stuff. Okay, so you in pain or whatever. Oh well, I'm in pain, so I ain't gonna get up and I ain't gonna do this. Then that's what you're doing. You're not helping yourself by doing things like that. I don't care what pain I'm in. My legs be killing me sometimes. If I got something to do, I'm gonna get up and do it. And you know what? Sometimes I think it's mind over matter. Cause you'll have that pain, and then once you get up and start moving about, the pain gone. Have you noticed that?
Yeah, because a lot of times that's what you have to do. You have to block it
Yeah,
out of your mind.
yeah.
Because if you just sit there and dwell, oh, I'm hurt, all this hurt, all that hurt,
Mm-hmm.
you ain't gonna accomplish nothing. It's
Mm-hmm.
mind over matter, like you said. So you
Yeah.
have to, okay, I'm hurting, but that's not gonna stop me from doing
From
what I have
doing
to
what
do.
you want to do. Yeah.
Ask God for that extra push. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I could do this. And as long as you do your part,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna elevate you to the next level.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I tell myself every day. I don't care what I'm getting. No, I got to move. I got to go
Yes.
do this, so I got to go. And it makes you feel better.
Yeah, and I don't put it out there. If I
Mm-hmm.
can wake
You
up
sometimes you won't
sometimes
even
and
know if
my
I'm in
legs,
pain.
you
Yeah.
right,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be hurt, but I just keep it on the inside
Right.
because I'm not a complainer. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna just constantly say, oh, this hurt, oh, this hurt. I know what I'm dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Just like you know what you're dealing with and everybody else know what they're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna speak it out there so
Right.
Satan
Speaking
could
into
hear it
existence. Yeah.
because God already know what you're going through.
Mm-hmm.
Satan don't know it until you open your mouth
Right.
and and you proclaim it. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to do that. I'm gonna keep it on a positive note. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm feeling, but I got to
Mm-hmm.
keep it moving. I got to
Mm-hmm.
keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You
Yes,
learn how to work around all of that. Yeah.
absolutely.
But but you have to do that. If you got something that it is that you're trying to do, or you got a goal that you're trying to, get to, you got to keep pushing forward because that's the only way you're going to accomplish anything. You can't sit on it. I've learned now. Before, when I was younger, I planned something and then I don't finish it or succeed it. But now, like I said, as we got older, I know of some things that I'm trying to get accomplished. And yes, I didn't got to this age, but the doors are opening and it's happening because I'm pushing it to happen. I'm just not sitting on it and saying, this is what I want to do. Because faith without work is dead. If you don't get up and try to do anything to accomplish anything, it just ain't going to fall from the sky. You got to get up and do what you're trying to do.
Right. It's a whole
Yeah.
lot different from when you're kids and you don't have any worries
Yeah. Yeah. All the
and your
kids are
parents,
grown.
you
And
think you
yes. Yeah.
money fall off trees and
Yeah.
all of that because they, had the
Uh-huh.
means to support us to the best of their
Yeah.
ability. But once you come into adulthood, you say, hey, wait a minute. It ain't as easy as I thought it was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see now,
Yeah.
So it's just a good topic because there's so much of it happening and
Yeah.
so much hating going on. So
You know,
let's stop hating
support
on
each other.
people.
Right.
Stop hating
Lift
on each
lift
other
each other up on
and
things. Right.
support each other.
Mm-hmm.
It might be something you want to do. And you can support that person.
Right.
Like I say, people need support in different areas of their life. It might not
Right.
be the same, but be supportive of each other. Don't expect somebody to support you and
And
you're
you
not
don't
supporting.
support them. Right.
Yeah, you're
Right.
not
Right.
supporting them.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so it have you like, why should I support you? You ain't trying to reach
Right.
out and support me.
Right. You
I
should.
think, I thank all of my supporters,
Mm-hmm.
each and every last one of them.
Yes. Yes.
And I support them just as well.
Yes. Right. And that's how it should be. If everybody can be like that, it'll be so much better. But unfortunately, it's not like that. But I love to see when people prosper and, and succeed in the things that they're trying to do, because that's an encouragement to me, and it should be encouraging to others too, because you see they can do it, you can do it too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's encouragement.
Yeah.
Don't look at it in a negative
In a
way.
negative way. Yeah.
Like, oh, she thinks she this not because she did this or she did that.
Yeah.
No, let that be encouragement that you could do it too.
Right. Well, that was a good topic today.
Yes, it was. It was a good topic.
And you guys keep on giving us those topics, because we be enjoying them when we do we do them.
And yes,
keep sending them to us. Yeah.
And when you criticize, at least let it be good criticism.
Yes, yes. And it's a way of doing it.
When you trying to tear somebody down.
Yeah.
Let it be good criticism.
Yes. Yes. A lot of times you gotta, some things, you might not want to say, but a lot of times you have to say what's needed to be said. And it doesn't mean that you're trying to hurt the person, but sometimes, when you don't say things that need to be said, that's not helping them, if you don't say anything. So a lot of times, like you said, you don't like to criticize people, but sometimes people need to hear what they need to hear, because that'll help them.
Yeah, that is so true. And that criticism is, everybody look at things from different aspects. And so you could hear someone out. That don't mean you have to agree with them. You can they could give you their criticism, but you still gonna do things
your way. Right.
Yeah. So
you accept what they say, because at the end, no matter what's being said to you, you either going to or you're not going to, either one, because that decision is going to be yours. But you were given, somebody came to you and told you, and the way you take it is the way you take it, because like I said, at the end, you're going to decide what you want to do anyway. So
yes, absolutely the truth. So again, we hope you all enjoyed the topic, and we will be coming back next week with another topic. So we don't know what that is right now. We do take, different topics that someone asks us to speak on. And so we'll just see whether we're gonna come up with a topic ourselves, or is we gonna take another topic from someone.
And we're gonna try to, you guys, continue to do at least every Sunday. Sometimes our schedule gets real busy and we can't do it every Sunday, but the goal is that we're trying to make sure that we do one at least every Sunday. So you guys be prepared for us. And we also want you guys to, email us or inbox us if you want to come in on the topic, and then we can invite you in.
Yes. And we're working on getting the phone number where you could even call and say what you have to say.
Yes. So, I know some people don't like to come on and show their face. You don't even have to show your face. We can just hear your voices. Yes. So you guys have a great day, and we will see you again next week.
Be blessed and stop hating and congratulate.
Like, don't hate, congratulate. Talk to you later.
Okay, bye.